Hey there, Ingafay here, your direct sales diva. And today I wanted to talk about all the little things you got going on in your business. Have you ever thought about automating it? Let's talk about that, girlfriend. Subscribe to my channel and I will see you inside. Something that I have learned over my tenure in direct sales. And I've learned that when you first start off in direct sales, you are a solopreneur. So you may be thinking, well, what is a solopreneur, Inga? Solopreneurs mean you're doing everything. You're the VA, you're the person that takes the deliveries, you're doing the accounting, you are doing the customer service, you're doing it all. And when you have that kind of thing going on, you want to be able to delegate in a cheap way. Let's say it that way. So what do I mean by that? You want to automate. You want to automate and you want to automate. Several things that we do in our direct sales business is very repetitious. Think about ways that you can come up with a system for the repetition so you don't have to follow behind it. So let me give you an example. You may have some referrals that you've gotten from a brand new client and you want to follow up with those referrals. Now, we all know that when you call people these days, people don't really answer the phone for calls they don't know. So what I like to do is I text before I call. So that's one tip. You text before you call and you ask when they are available. You let them know, hey, Susie Q gave me your information. She told me that you were maybe interested in my product or service. And as a result of that, I wanted to give you a call and bless you with a free gift from Susie. So they're all about that. So they're like, oh yes, Susie Q is the best. You know, I love her. She is such a sweet lady. I can talk to you after I put my kids to bed. And then you can call them then when they're available. But you have introduced yourself. When they see your name and number, now they can relate you to Susie Q than just some person calling them, because you know everybody and their mama's blowing up our phones these days. So that's one tip, is to text before you call. Once you do that, if they respond, that's great. But what if they don't respond? Well, what I have come up with is a system that follows up for me. I use this great program that allows me to put referrals, or really anybody that I'm interacting with, into a campaign. And the campaign runs its course where I tell it, well, if there's no response, then in 2 days or 3 days or even 4 days, whatever your frequency is, we'll just say 4-day follow-up. Say you do a 4-day follow-up. I'll just do this in lieu of Ray Higdon, since that's what he preaches. So you do a 4-day follow-up, and instead of you physically doing that, you have an automation set up that will follow up with that person in 4 days. So you don't have to personally do it. Now, if they respond, of course, you can follow back up with them. And those are the people that you want to talk to. You know that that's you that needs to follow up with them. But if they don't, then you can get the system to do it for you. And then after you do the 4-day follow-up, just like Ray Higdon has taught me that I'm sharing with you, you can do a 30-day follow-up. But then you can schedule that 30-day follow-up where you don't have to remember, oh, I got to follow up with Susie Q. Well, we'll call her Becky Sue because Susie Q was the friend that referred her. You can get the system to follow up with Becky Sue if she doesn't get in contact with you after that 4-day follow-up. So it makes your days better that you are actually talking to people that want to talk to you, and those that don't, you let the system take care of it. And if they don't say anything, then you haven't lost anything. You haven't wasted any time. You're focusing on the people that want to be talked to. Isn't that great? And you can do that with text as well as email. Now, one thing I wanted to share with you that I'm hoping that you all are doing, that you have your customers in an email system. And I think I've talked to you about this before, that you have their information so you can talk to them on a frequency of some sort. Now, I'm sure some of your companies already have programs set up where they send out messages, or you can send out messages through your company website. That's great. But what if you're doing something that your company's not doing? What if you're running, I'll call it an IRS sale? I know I did this personally, where it's an inventory reduction sale. I did this at the end of the year. Yeah, for 2020, I'm going to say 2021, but I did it at the end of the year of 2021. And it was basically giving my customers a discount on products because I told them I would rather sell it than count it. Your company's not going to do that. They're not even thinking that. They're not looking at the reduction, or they're not counting for you. So they don't have that mindset to have an email or a text set up for you to do that. So that's something that you would personally want to do for your business. So I was able to do that and was able to generate a whole bunch of sales because of that IRS sale, inventory reduction sale. But in actuality, it was kind of an RRS sale. If you have consumable product and you have an inventory, or you have to have an in inventory for 2020. So it was helping me because the less I had to count, the faster I could do it. So this is just food for thought. So you want to make sure that you have your customers in some kind of email and text type of program where you can have them readily accessible to you, where you can easily send a mass message out to your whole customer base, more so than doing it one at a time. Now, you could do it one at a time, but that's going to take a lot of time if you're really growing your customer base. Say you have over 200 plus customers, you definitely want to have some kind of system that allows you to send stuff out in mass. And then as people reply back to you, you can reply to the ones that replied back, and the ones that didn't, then you have a system of following up. And if they don't follow up through that system, then they may not necessarily be interested at this particular time, or they're just not available. This is not the time to talk to them, and you can move on. That's the second thing. You want an email type of system where you can send out mass emails. You want a text type of system where you can send out mass texts. And then in both scenarios, whether it's a text or an email, you want to have some kind of system that's going to automate the follow-up, that will allow you to only talk to the people that you personally talk to, or the people that want to be talked to, and the system takes care of the rest. Let's talk about something else. So now you're growing your business and you got team members, and your team members are super excited, and you notice that some of your new team members are asking the same questions. You're getting the same questions from these team members all the time, or even the veteran team members that you have. Best thing for you to do is to make a video on whatever they're talking about. If they need to find an order on your website, they put the order in, and then when they put it in, the system saved it, but they can't find it because they don't know where to look for it. You can make up a video, record your screen showing them exactly where to do it. And then when they call you and say, Inga, I can't find my order. I put it in yesterday. I'm thinking I'm going to have to do the whole thing over again. Well, you'll tell them, no, you don't have to do it all over again. You can go to my YouTube channel, or you can go to my group. You can go to our Facebook group and get the video on how to find your order. So that saves you time and that saves them time. And then as they start recruiting, you're teaching them to tell their recruits to do the same thing. So again, you're not bogged down with just the little things that you can eliminate quickly with a quick video for a repetitive question. So just kind of think about that. What are some things that your new recruits are always asking, that regardless of who it is, they're going to ask, 1 to 5 questions? Make a video for each of the questions, put it in a place that's readily available. You may have a team website, you may have a team Facebook group, you may even have just a YouTube channel for your unit, and send them the link. Have it readily available for them so that you can just send them the link, and you can spend time with your friends and your family and just kind of hang out, so you're not stressing out because you're a solopreneur. And then I know I've told you this before, is that you want to definitely delegate some of the work out. If it starts getting really overwhelming for you, that you have too much going on, of course, delegate it out. Get a VA, get a personal assistant that maybe comes to your home that can help you organize your activities and do some of the non-income producing activities that will help you. And that's what I was essentially telling you to do about the automation. If they're not responding back to you, that's not an income producing activity because they're not responding. Why not automate it? And if they don't want to respond, that's fine. But then you're spending your time talking to people that want to be talked to. So I'm hoping that this was a blessing for you. Of course, if you have any questions or concerns, by all means, comment below. If you're interested in some of the programs that I'm using to automate these type of follow-ups and systems, I would love to share them with you. If you're interested in the programming that I was talking about in this video today, by all means, check out my resource page below. It has all of the programs that I use for texting and email that should help you, and you'll get a discount. In addition to that, if you have any comments on what you would like me to improve on, or any future topics you would like me to discuss, be sure to share that with me in the comments. And I would love to set up a discovery call with you to see how I can help you hustle, grow, and excel in your business. So visit my website, ingafay.com, to set up that discovery call via Calendarly. All right, girlfriend, great to see you again, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.